This is another first apartment series video, and I'm really excited about this one. I feel like I start every single one like that, but this one's all about what you need to do the week before you move into your first apartment. I have like notes written down that I was referring back to. I don't know why I needed to refer back to those for that title, but anyways, it's all about the things that you should do the week before moving in to your first apartment. And I know for me, I just like didn't know what to do. Like obviously I was packing, but then there were other things and places that I called that I needed to that should have been done earlier, and I just wish I would have been prepared for that. So let's get into the video. Okay, my notes for everything that I wish I would have like done or known about, or that I did that was really, really helpful. First things first, if you have not called your Wi-Fi and cable person, call them right now. It takes like at least where I am right now, it takes like a week for someone to get out there. And I mean, you can use like LTE, but if you work from home, you for sure need your Wi-Fi set up right away. So just make sure to call them and get that signed up, and then that you'll also like be there when they're there, because you need to be there when they're there. At least I'm pretty sure. You would probably want to be there just so that you don't have to worry about like anything getting stolen, or just if they have any questions or you have any questions, then you can be there as well. And then the next thing is kind of along the same lines of like calling and just getting things sorted. So call your light and water company and get your name transferred onto the bill. Or if it's like my place was brand new, so I was like the first person to get my name onto here, but then that way they know like to run the electricity, the water, the gas. And for me, it was super, super simple. All I needed was my address, and then my name, and you don't even have to pay anything right away, at least for me, because then you pay the first time they send the bill. So that's just getting it set up, and usually like they're just like, okay, well, when are you moving in? And then can you tell? Look at the shade difference. Oh my god, that's horrible. I'm in the process of tanning right now, which is why I look a little orange and really white on my hands. But they just asked when I was moving in and what my name was, and then they got it set up. I don't know where I was going with that, but okay, next, pack an essentials box. This was so helpful for me in the moving process. So what I did was I just actually brought it in a basket that I had, but you can bring it in a trash can too, which is really, really helpful if you don't have, like my kitchen had a trash can in one of the drawers, but if you don't, bring a trash can, because then you can use that for trash later on. And in this essentials box, you just want to pack everything that you might need in the moving process. So I'm talking toilet paper, paper towels, soap, packing tape, scissors, pajamas for that first night. What else did I use? I'm trying to think. Paper plates for dinner. Just things like that that you're going to need to have on hand. And if they are in a ton of boxes that you don't know where they are, that's really, really annoying. So just having like an essentials box that you, or bin or trash can or whatever, that you can always reach to and be like, okay, well, I know that I have this in here to help me move this part. It makes it just so much easier for yourself and for the people helping you move. That's probably one of my like favorite things that I did for myself when I was moving into my apartment. Okay, another thing along those same, I feel like everything's along the same lines, but pack food. Pack granola bars or energy bars and waters, or just snacks. Like, you are gonna get so hungry, and there's nothing worse than moving and being cranky. So just make sure that you have snacks, and for the people that are helping you move, it just makes everything so much better if you're not hungry. And then, Also kind of plan out like where you want to get food for dinner and stuff. So, you know, the go-to for like helping people move is to get pizza and beer. So just make sure that you have that on hand, or that you know the pizza place around you where you should go, and it will just make your life a lot easier when you're like busy and stuff, because moving is so stressful and you think it'll be fun, but it's not, okay? It is not fun to move, and I never want to move again. But seriously, just have that. I'm acting like it's the end of the world. But just have an idea of where you want to go, so that when it's the time comes, you can just easily call the place and you're like good to go. And then lastly, this is a shorter video, but well, yeah, kind of lastly, come up with a schedule of like when you want to sign your lease in the morning, and then, or whenever you want to sign the lease in general, and then when you're going to be moving in. And like, I'm kind of assuming if it's your first apartment that you're not having movers do it, but if you are having movers do it, good for you, I'm jealous. But if you're having just like your friends and family, like let them know what you're moving, or like when you're moving stuff, so that they can have a schedule. And something that I did really bad at, I get like super stressed out in moving situations, and I just get overwhelmed, and I turn into a, you know, OBITCH. And something that my sister made sure that I knew was that I did not say thank you enough, which is huge. So don't make my mistake. For the people helping you move, they're taking time out of their busy day, and just say thank you. And even though that it's stressful, this is really, I'm telling myself this, but even though that it's stressful, like it's not their stuff. Like I was getting the benefit of it, and they were just doing all of the work. I mean, I was doing the work too, but just to know that they're appreciated is like a really big deal, I think. And then if you're really on top of your stuff, then label boxes with like different sticky notes that resemble, or even different colored marker that resembles the different rooms. So like the living room, for example, you could just write living room on the box, or you could write like a sticky note or tape on a note card and write living room, so then anyone that carries that box up knows it's the living room. Or if it's a master bedroom, anything that goes to the master bedroom goes in there, or whatever, you know, that can just make it easier. And then later on, when you're all alone and you're taking apart all of the things and putting away the stuff, like you won't have to be dragging boxes that are heavy and that aren't in the right room. So that'll just save you time in the future. And that's kind of something that I wish I would have done. I was like I was organized, but that would have really like taken it over the top and made me be a lot more organized. So that's all the tips I have for you on what you should be doing the week before you move into your first apartment. I hope that was helpful for you. I was like all over the place, but yeah, those are just the things that I wish I would have done, or I did, and I really appreciated it. Like that first night moving box is awesome, or the essentials box is so nice to have. So for more first apartment videos, check out the entire first apartment series. I go over so many things that are just like would have been so helpful for me when I was moving, and I give real numbers of exactly how much money I'm spending, how much money I spent on furniture, how much money my rent is, how much my utilities are, what my utilities are, etc, etc. So check out that. But I also have a ton of apartment decorating videos and just like tips and where I got things from, and then organization tips, cleaning hacks, and a lot more on my Instagram at @Sophia Lee. And then make sure to subscribe to my channel.